Well, hello.
Hello there.
And welcome to our show.
It's the big finale.
Sorry, it's AIDS. So anyway.
Well, that's usually what happens when she sucks on something like this.
But it's not black. Well, it's partially black.
It's partially black.
And a little bit green.
And a little bit green.
So it's
just like you're
pretty
used
accurate,
to.
yeah. So,
So gonorrhea?
It's gonorrhea herpes, actually. Oh, what's that thing that they mentioned on, I think it was Tosh.0, this is AIDS and the new one. What's the new one? Ebola? Ebola AIDS? Yeah, that's what it is.
Ebola AIDS? That's
Ebola AIDS.
hilarious!
That's hysterical!
That's
what I have.
fantastic! Oh my gosh, we hope Rebecca gets it.
So, as you can tell by my fabulous Sharpie and a piece of the blinds sash, it's about to be 2015. What do you think is going to happen this year?
Well, as I said, Rebecca's gonna get Ebola AIDS, and
Her performances aren't going to get better. That's for sure.
I predict a bunch of dogs will die at the facility that I used to work at.
Metallic. Who do we hate? Who do we hope dies in this new year? Roxy Sparks, for sure. London Adore, how do we feel?
Dead.
Dead? Okay. Quickly or horribly?
Tatiana Maligna.
Tatiana. It's so unfortunate. What are you doing?
Cleaning out my nails.
That's where I went.
Look,
So anyway.
double screwdriver.
So aside from Ironica's jokes being terrible, since our last episode of the Chloe and Ironica show, also known as Chloe and Ironica Are Better Than
Everything.
what's been going on? When did we last film? July?
God, was it that far back?
Holy shit, yeah, we tried making a movie known as Scream Queens Dying as a Drag. Eyesight, who cares? It's about looking gorgeous. That's the secret
So
to
anyway,
life.
we tried to film this movie, and a lot of people weren't available, some people weren't willing to get blood on some things. The timing for it was just like a Rebecca Brooke performance. It was just wrong.
And, yeah, by the time Halloween actually rolled around, I think we had 2 scenes filmed. Well,
Yes.
one scene that was filmed correctly, the other one we did one night, and then a bunch of the times where I thought the camera was rolling, it wasn't. So it was a little choppy sloppy, but we were like, fuck it. It's a movie about meteors, so...
Wait, I think this is one of those times. I don't know if it's rolling.
It wasn't rolling.
Actually, I'm kidding.
So after this is done,
Somebody's not getting laid tonight.
we're gonna kill Ironica's
Trade.
boyfriend, Trade, and,
Oh yes, let's go episode by episode.
Okay, well the first one we filmed was laundry, even though it was the second one, and yeah, when we started we tried just ad-libbing and just winging it, and holy mother of God, it was so cringy. Even watching it, like, back, I'm just like, no, next. No,
Laundry.
it's horrible.
Laundry was a tough episode. It was our wonderful concept. My wonderful concept. But it was pretty hard.
I blame, the cameraman, because it was, her ex.
If you have sex with dogs,
You're gonna film stuff terribly. It's just, it's
was
hand
just
in hand,
awful.
really. And if you watch closely at the beginning of that episode, there's incredibly heavy breathing in the opening part, and yeah, you can blame him for that.
it sounds like it's being filmed by a stalker.
Yeah,
like
I was
it's a
like,
POV,
I was
he's hiding
expecting-
in the clothes.
I was expecting comments like, nice asthmatic cameraman. Excellent, yeah. What was the one we filmed after that? Was it driving? Yes!
Yeah.
Remember, we were almost too tired to film
Laundry,
YouTube.
and we filmed driving and driving.
This was all in one day, by the way.
yeah.
But yeah, we filmed driving, which we left him.
Driving was so much
We just
fun though.
that was so we just duct taped the camera.
phone, to the dashboard, and we just drove around and started rambling and.
We were like, let's
making
not
shit
even
up.
bothering trying to turn it off because it's like flipped around anyway.
It was just one straight shot almost all the way through.
Yeah, oh, remember the moment of oh, the camera's still rolling. Click. We're hilarious. We really are. Then YouTube, the first one, which that one was eh. I mean, we're like, you know, it's...
It was a nice starter episode. It was a nice little introduction.
I mean, it just sort of gives you the,
You don't want the funniest
impression...
to be first.
Yeah, it gives you the impression of what we're about, sort of. they really did get better as they went. But God, what was the next? Those were all in one day, and then the next one was performing, which was filmed on like 6 different nights over the span of like a couple of months. So yeah, we have totally different outfits. We didn't even bother trying to wear the same stuff.
But we thought it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, we were like, fuck continuity. In fact, there are a couple of moments, if you look closely, where we're like, or like I'm looking for her and she's right there, or like we're both looking into the dressing room and then it pans around and she's in the dressing room. It's just
hilarious.
And that was intentional, by the way, because who gives a shit? And I know that sounds like a great, cover for fucking up, and no, it actually was intentional.
Everything horrible you've seen in the show was totally meant to happen.
Because we're like, yeah, it's filmed. These are filmed on phones. They no budget, not low budget, no budget. So fuck it, just be funny and not care. Then after that was
wait, let's go back. Let's go back to the performing episode.
Oh yes.
My major issue with this episode is that it was so hard to get good sound while at the club.
Because yeah, they play
there's like
subwoofers on
and,
yeah. So we had to kind of just try and like whenever there would be a dip in music, just Phil, do it now.
Quickly while Coffee's talking.
Right, and what was the when we had those moments where we're like watching people perform. I got those from YouTube because Tatiana Nina did like highlight videos of the Thursday night shows. And those were like from a couple years ago, and then the one of London with her big blonde hair, where she's like doing.
Okay,
I think so. Freaky.
I went up to London.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
And I said, "Hey, London, I hope you don't mind, but Chloe and I used early performance clips of one of your first performances in our new show." And she's like,
which one was it? And you were like, I think you freaky.
I think you freaky, and she was like, oh, sickening. And I said, and we used Roxy's early performance of Candyman. She goes, that's just rude.
Yeah. No, that was her first performance, and frankly, it was better than London's, and that was like a month or so into her doing...
fans are so gonna get you for that.
Go ahead. No, I love her.
Edit it out for fear of your life.
No, yeah, I'm probably gonna be murdered. And then, oh god, the one of Rebecca. That was the first night. Well, the one of me was my first night, and then the one of Rebecca was her performance my first night, which was... There's a reason we saved that one for last and why she throws up in the video of it. Which,
she's terrible.
By the way, yeah, if you look at those clips, like where you're throwing up and stuff, there's like Jesse Lobos walking by and looking at the camera. Yeah. There's Layla looking at the camera and like breaking the fourth wall, but who cares? Then phone calls and Freaky Friday.
Wait. Back to performing.
It took so long to perform. There's a lot of to film. There's a lot of material about it.
What I thought was hilarious is that, like, you may look at Rebecca and think, oh my gosh, well, at least it got better. And it's not so much that it got better, so much as it just got a different kind of wrong.
I thought that was him going to click the, like, stop just to save you from yourself. Anyway,
yeah,
continue.
We really should leave out the parts about Rebecca. The America system is watching.
Yeah. Eye on the prize. So, we're ready to move on to the next ones? The last two.
Yeah, I think
yeah, we filmed the last two on the same day also by the current cameraman, Adrian.
Freaky
or as I call him,
Friday
Trade.
and phone calls?
Yeah, Freaky Friday and phone calls. And,
phone calls is my favorite episode.
Phone calls is pretty fantastic because, yeah, my two favorites are driving and phone calls, and they're both just us
sitting there
in
rambling.
one shot, just rambling. Yeah, and it's...
Well, there was
those
a script
were
for
scripted.
phone calls, though.
Yeah, those... Oh yeah, we just had ideas for driving, like, let's do this, let's do that. Mm-hmm. Phone calls, there was a solid script, except for those riffs where we were just like, why don't you go to Meteor and kill yourself? Why don't you run away and go up to Trade's
So
house?
let's get into the production of the show. Our scripts are pretty much like Chloe writes out some boring plot, and in the script it just says, insert Ironica joke here.
When I draw a blank, I'm like, yeah, just give it to her so she has something to do so she'll know she contributed.
So she writes the show, and I rewrite it to make it funny.
Uh-huh. That's what she's going with. So anyway, and then we, sit there and I know the script backwards and forwards because I wrote it, and she is drawing a blank and can't remember anything because she has nothing to do with the writing of the show. We have 3 minutes and 23 seconds to get through the rest of this, so we're going to go really goddamn fast. So, Freaky Friday was fantastic because I was like, okay, what we can do is, it's going to be easier to make because the hardest part was just getting our shit together to get in drag and film and find, time.
No, it wasn't. The hardest part was fucking lip-syncing each other's lines.
Well, for that episode, but for just in general, when it was okay, let's get in drag and make sure we have, I don't know, an hour, maybe 2 hours before we have to go perform or whatever to film, and usually we're just too tired or we finished late and we just had to get going and, head out.
We filmed phone calls the same day, didn't we? Wasn't it daytime when
Did we even end up going to Meteor? Yeah. We did, right?
So we got in drag during the day, and we were just in drag
Yeah.
for a really long time.
Because, we got in drag at, 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I was like, it's gonna take longer than you think, and we were, cutting it close by the end. But Freaky Friday, I was like, that's gonna be easier because we can record the audio beforehand when we're out of drag, and it'll just be easier. And then when we film, it'll be faster because we just have to lip-sync what's already recorded, so we don't have to, come up with
My
shit.
lip-sync is off in that episode.
Pretty much all of it, yeah.
Pretty much all of it. Because she had a good 2 weeks to get it down.
I had it on my
she,
phone, so yeah.
She played it for me, twice, and she's like, alright, you got it?
No, there's a few moments of her raging in the outtakes. I don't know the fucking words, so okay, so anyway,
I was like, I don't know it!
I'm deleting, continue. So, that was fun. That's actually that's also one of my favorites, I would have to say. I mean, driving a
Freaky Friday?
Too, but that was, I just think
Freaky
it's
Friday
so...
is probably my least favorite.
I think it's just so polished, and, because, there's actual production in it. Not production value, it didn't cost a thing, but, it was actually, put together. I do all the editing, by the way.
So are we going to see any scenes from Scream Queens?
Oh, should we add the scene? Because we do have the 2 scenes that were filmed. The first one's shit, because like I said,
Maybe we'll put them at the end of this episode.
Yeah, with credits. With credits rolling over them.
The last episode ever of Knox Ironica Leigh are better than.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't like, totally sealing off any potential of perhaps a comeback special, like how AbFab used to do.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a season sometime next year.
Yeah, but yeah, trying to actually get shit done, and we're gonna re-upload the episodes somewhere. I'm hoping.
Since she deleted all of them.
Well, I deleted my YouTube account, and those went with it, and that was just a part of the... Because I was sick of people saying, I could have just deleted all those videos, which... Oops. But, yeah, having people say, at new jobs, I saw your YouTube videos, and I'd be like, oh, God, from, high school. Ugh.
23 seconds.
23 seconds. Okay,
so what do we have left to say? Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy 2015. I hope you all die. I hope you all get AIDS and I give it to you.
10 seconds.
Jizz. Jizz.
Forgot my damn phone. Girl, I ain't got no time for that.
Chloe! Hey!
Oh my god, you're going home with someone.
You can find your own ride home. Come on, I never ask for favors.
What about the time I was the lookout the time you were getting fucked at Best Buy?
You didn't come, so it didn't count.
What about the time I helped you burn down your ex-boyfriend's house?
Come on, we both had fun.
What about the time time I let you roofie my cousin?
I can't talk about that without a lawyer present.
Come on. I really need it.
Okay, fine. This one time. But you fucking owe me, bitch.
Thank you so much. This time I promise I will not use your dildo. Bye.
Jesus fucking Christ, Becca.
How's your night going? Is it good? Mine's good. Mine's great. Great, actually. I just went on stage and performed. It was the best thing ever. The audience loved it. I mean, a lot of tunes.
Becca, I'm gonna stop you. Let me ask you something, Becca. We known each other how long? A while, right? And in that time, have we ever hung out just the two of us? No, Becca. You know why? Because you're annoying. You're busted as hell. You talk way too goddamn much. And you're a nice person, Becca, but we can't be friends. Get what I'm saying?